Good afternoon. My name is Nigel Purse, and it's my privilege and great good fortune to be the chairman of the National Paralympic Heritage Trust. So on behalf of the Trust, it's good to see you all here, and thank you so much for coming to this event, the opening of our Heritage Centre. If I ever did one good thing, said Dr. Goodman, he was referring to getting the patients with disability under his care here at Stoke Mandeville to play sport. You can see his remarkable story in our Heritage Centre, just through there, which we'll show you in a few minutes, I promise you. Of course, he did lots of good things, but little can he have imagined just when he started. Now we, the National Paralympic Heritage Trust, are trying to do a good thing too. Our mission is clear. You can see it set out on one of the panels in the centre. Put simply, we seek to collect, curate, archive and make accessible the heritage of the Paralympics, which originally began with what Dr. Goodman started here in 1948. And I hope everyone can see very clearly that what we're opening here today is fulfilling, in particular, the fourth of our objectives, to make the story accessible. We've held a mobile exhibition in Norwich last year, and we're currently holding another one in Bradford right now. So today, we're establishing a permanent centre here at Stoke Mandeville, the location of much of Dr. Goodman's work, the site of those first disability games, and the place where now the Paralympic flame is lit. It's what the organising committee of the forthcoming Tokyo Games described only earlier this week as the spiritual birthplace of the Paralympic movement. But you know, we can do much more than that. The National Paralympic Heritage Trust is not just about collecting testimonies. The Trust can inspire us all with the terrific stories of the achievements of Paralympians, some of which you will be able to see in the Heritage Centre. The National Paralympic Heritage Trust is not just about curating artefacts. Rather, the Trust hopes that what it does can change perceptions of disability. The National Paralympic Heritage Trust is not just about archiving memorabilia. As well, the Trust can encourage development of disability sport. And the National Paralympic Heritage Trust is not just about providing access to the history of the Paralympics. The Trust can foster wider participation in disability sport. Now, there are lots of people and organisations here today I must thank, and I must ask your indulgence whilst I do so, because I am determined that they should receive their due and proper recognition. Their names are rightly on the acknowledgement board in our Heritage Centre. So first of all, our founding partners. My thanks go to Wheelpower British Wheelchair Sport, Aylesbury Vale District Council, Buckinghamshire County Council, and the British Paralympic Association. And special thanks in particular to Wheelpower British Wheelchair Sport, because they have so kindly given us the space which our Heritage Centre is occupying next door. The Heritage Centre is the recipient of grants from the Heritage Lottery Fund, an AIM Biffa Award, the Wellcome Trust, the Rothschild Foundation, Aylesbury Vale Community Chest, Heart of Bucks, the William Harding Charity, South East Museums, Sports and Museums, and the Arts Council. We are very, very grateful. And our supporting partners are the International Wheelchair and Amputee Sports Federation, the National Spinal Injuries Centre, Bucks County Museum Trust, the Centre for Buckinghamshire Studies, Super Union, and our artist, Rachel Gadsden. In addition to those organisations, our special thanks go to all those who provided access to images and films and donated or lent objects for the centre, including many of our inspirational Paralympians, some of whom are here today, the BBC Archive, Channel 4, Getty Images, the Goodman family, the International Paralympic Committee, the Mandeville Legacy Project, Rick Miner Filmmaker, Otto Bock, Whitby Davison Productions Limited, and indeed other individuals. I would like to add further thanks first of all to everybody who's donated items, both those on display and those which are part of our archive. These items are now numbered in their thousands, and we wouldn't have nearly so much of the story to tell were it not for those donors. I have to thank our designer and project manager, Mather & Co, and our contractor, AM Systems, who have produced what I am absolutely certain you're all going to think is a truly wonderful heritage centre. Only they know how much we owe them for getting us open here today. It must also be said that there are many people without whom we would not be standing here today. And very much first amongst those equals is Paul Maines, my predecessor, I apologise, as chairman, and one of the founding fathers of the National Paralympic Heritage Trust. Paul is here today. Paul, where are you? There is Paul. It was his vision and drive which have been immensely influential in bringing us to this point, and Paul, in all honesty, it really should be you that has the honour of standing here today and not me, so thank you very much. And finally, their names are not on the acknowledgements board, but please let it be recorded by all of us that we are truly grateful to Vicky, our Chief Executive, and all the team of the Trust, so Elaine, Katie, Jane, Beth and Sarah too, here at Stoke Mandeville, and to our trustees, who I know have all put in such a Herculean amount of work to get us to today's opening.